Learning this morning's morning sprint. So what we're talking about is extrinsic motivation. So if you have a tough time, this is a tough time that I had, is enforcing boundaries, because I love people and I want to see people succeed at the end of the day. I want them to succeed. And if I can go above and beyond to help them succeed, is that not a good thing? So let's look at extrinsic motivation. The first time that you go bust against a boundary, that's going to be met with appreciation. Hey, you just gave me a hand, thank you. And now what happens is you'll break that boundary again because you want that appreciation. But instead, you're going to be met with anticipation. Hey, you broke the boundary last time, maybe I anticipate you do it for me again. So you don't get the appreciation. But you say, oh, okay, all right. So now you went from feeling loved to kind of feeling taken for granted. Then the third time that you go, because you're chasing that loved feeling, you're chasing what you got that first time. The third time that you break that boundary to go above and beyond for someone that you've set boundaries with, now it's being met with expectation. Now they expect it because it's the third time you did it, and now you're feeling used. Okay, you're not feeling loved at all. You tried to do this to feel love, so you went from love to taking it granted to feeling used. The fourth time that you break that, now the person is entitled. So now you just feel drained. You're going after that love. You went from feeling loved to being taken for granted to feeling used to now just feeling just blah and bad about yourself. And now you're angry for yourself. And that ultimately, if you continue to break those boundaries, leads to burnout. So the bottom line is, I'm not saying don't go above and beyond. I think that you should go above and beyond. But you don't go above and beyond for what you're going to get from the person in return. You say, you know what, I'm going to break these boundaries this time. I'm going to go above and beyond. I may not ever do this again, okay? And that's why you do it. You do it extrinsically. That's the type of person you are, whether it's met with love or whether it's met with not love. But I'm going to tell you, it's very, very tough to stay within those boundaries because they are going to be met with love when you break them initially. When you go above and beyond, you go outside your boundaries. So another good idea is just to form boundaries that you don't need to break. Form giving boundaries, but don't give out consistently outside of those boundaries chasing love. If you want to, for an intrinsic reason, something deep in your heart, if you want to break boundaries, then you can do that. But just remember, you set those boundaries for a reason. You want to be able to help as many people as you can. And if you're getting resentful, feeling burnt out, and not doing anything, then you're not going to be productive within the boundaries. So going out of the boundaries can sometimes make us unproductive in the boundaries. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start our day. Let's stay within our boundaries. Let's give 110% within those boundaries and make it happen and change the world.